Welcome to the Relish Lifestyle Podcast. We're at the end of our third series. Amazingly, we've got...
I know. We've done
whizzed
12
through it.
episodes.
I know. And actually, first time ever, other than in Greece, we're actually sat outside because, everyone's probably bored to tears hearing about it. We've got a heat wave in Britain. So we are sat in the garden, which is actually really pleasant.
Yeah, it's very nice.
For our last one.
It's a bit breezy today, but very pleasant indeed.
Don't moan about it.
No. Do you know what I was just thinking, Charlie? I think they said it was the first, one of the top Wimbledons in terms of they didn't have any rain. It was sunny all the time.
Had a fortnight of no rain.
Yeah, and sunshine and warmth and everything.
Wow. Well, when we went, we had the hottest day of the year, didn't we? Standard.
Oh, that was too. Oh, God, that was too hot. It was way too hot.
I just think it was funny because I was worried. I had like a linen shirt on. I was worried you could see, obviously, sweat marks. And I remember going into the toilet and there was a man literally throwing water at himself. And I thought, I've got nothing to worry about.
No, exactly. No. I'm so pleased you decided to put an umbrella in the car.
I know.
God, even though it was black.
Ourselves. But anyway, so yes, we're surviving the heat wave. It looks like we've got another few days of it at the moment. It's been extended.
I know. But hopefully it's good. I know we talked about touch base briefly on Wimbledon, but the old summer fruits.
Yep. Well, famous strawberries.
Oh, well, there's the strawberries. I just had a few stats here. Apparently at Wimbledon each year, they 38.4 tons of strawberries are consumed.
Gosh.
Which amounts roughly to 1.9 million berries.
Individual strawberries. That's a lot of strawberries.
I know, it is a lot of strawberries.
And cream.
God. I can't believe it.
It is amazing, actually. But it is obviously great because obviously berries come into their own, don't they, in terms of your strawberries, your cherries, all of it. And it's a nice, because obviously the government keeps telling us we've got to eat food with water in it. Like, cucumber.
Oh, really?
Because obviously everyone's dehydrated.
Except randomly, they need a lot of water to make them grow.
Well, this is the irony, yeah.
Apart from hydroponics, I don't know.
But yeah, so that is a lot of berries to crack through in a fortnight.
Well, I was thinking about this. You know, when you were little, I loved picking fruit, and I found it really therapeutic. And I don't know how many self-pick farms or fruit farms there are, but it wasn't just strawberries.
No,
you could go and pick raspberries and red currants, Charlie, black currants.
Yeah, because red currants are really hard to come by.
Yeah. And it was great. We'd go and I just let you run up and down. You didn't like strawberries, so that wasn't a problem. But you actually quite liked it, scuttling along there, filling up a little trug with fruit and stuff like that.
I think it's a really nice thing to do, and also if you're obviously got children, it's quite a nice way to sort of introduce them into food and picking. And then
also, I think, you would then see that these fruit were grown on a farm, you picked them, you took them home, and then you made something with them that you would then eat. If that was a fruit pie, we made lots of jams, jellies, I made them into drinks, preserves, all that kind of stuff. So, the whole thing, I think as a child, you're right, you see that, I don't know.
360.
360 of fruit. And it's not just bought in a plastic container from the supermarket.
No.
One of my favourites actually was making cassis.
Oh yeah,
from the blackcurrants. But there was always a lot of bubbling and jar making or jar filling, I should say.
Well, I know those fruits obviously come out of its own, but we do obviously go picking as well when we go. We've done dams and sloes.
Oh yes, stone fruit.
As we get through to the
and the blackberries from the hedgerows. Yeah.
But we had a delicious gooseberry.
Yes, well,
we did again an underused fruit in my opinion.
I don't think it does get having the praise is sung as it should do. It's such a great fruit, but also a very short season.
True.
And it's one that I've never been able to pick that unless you grew it.
No.
So that would be from somebody's garden. And as you said, I did buy some recently. I managed to get some that was supermarket. But it was always a gooseberry fool, or you put it in a tart, or.
But for me, there's something, a gooseberry something feels summery.
Yeah, it does.
A very English summer.
Yeah.
Or British summer.
And it's not overly sweet. I mean, you do have to have sugar to it. And I quite like that tartness.
But I think that's why I like gooseberries, because they aren't sweet.
And also they're a soft fruit. They're not got a stone in them.
No. Yeah, it was delicious what you did.
Well, it was basically you made the gooseberry sort of you've got a puree.
Oh yeah.
And that was literally the water and some sugar. And then you stirred that, or the majority of the pulp that you get, the puree that you get, but you stirred that actually into yogurt.
Greek yogurt?
Yeah, it was Greek yogurt.
Yummy.
And I can't remember what else. I might have added, I didn't add a lot more to it. I'm just trying to think.
No, it tasted delicious.
It was just because gooseberries have got a really strong
I think it's
flavour.
It's fresh.
Yeah, it's really fresh.
And it cuts through the fattiness.
Yeah, it was really good. I think you could have added a little bit of vanilla or something. I think that would have taken...
I don't know if that would have...
Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
No, it was yum.
And you could add like a little squeeze of lemon or something like that. But no, it was nice, wasn't it?
And we also, obviously, some stone fruits are sort of coming into their own a bit as well as we get through to June, July.
Yeah. Just thinking about the gooseberry. Apparently, in the Victorian times, they became slightly obsessed with gooseberries. I think it was a bit like the tulip bulbs. And they landed up growing, get this, hundreds of different types of variety. And it was all a bit like who's grown the first gooseberries and
of the season.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But in the 1900s, the European crops were completely devastated by a disease, and that kind of stopped the whole thing, and has made gooseberries not quite so.
Maybe that's why we didn't get them.
Yeah. I think maybe they're making a bit of a comeback. I did get them in the thing, and they are very, as you say, very sort of feel a very traditional fruit.
It feels like it to me.
Yeah,
nice though. It was delicious.
So go out there, buy some gooseberries.
Yeah, because then hopefully they'll stock more next year.
Yeah, I know exactly. But your stone fruits,
sort of come into their own a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this year because we've had such warmth, maybe some of the seasons have sort of shifted forward slightly on some things, especially if they're sort of grown in Europe, because obviously the heat's just going to bring on growth much quicker potentially.
I know what I did see when I went to Westdean recently. You know that they've got all those beautiful old Victorian, but also the old Victorian glass houses, haven't they? And you know the tall ones up against the wall.
With the nectarines.
Oh my God, they had nectarines, but they had the apricots and the kiwis.
Yeah, amazing. It's amazing what you can actually grow.
Oh my goodness, they look amazing, I have to say.
Also, what I love about that is when you walk into it, you can smell the food.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to taste it. You can actually walk in and go, oh, the air smells nectarine.
I know. So good old summer fruits. Yeah. Yeah. Have you got any favourites, do you think? Have you got any other memories maybe?
Of picking or just generally?
Just generally. At school, did you have anything in school? I was thinking that. You know, you like rice pudding. There was never rice pudding with fruit in it.
Not really. I think for me, there was always like that kind of, I guess it's that thing where you had like fruit, but it's more at the end of the summer where the fruit would sort of fall and you'd have the apple and pears and all that kind of
like crumbles and things.
But I guess more recently I did, when I was in France, I think it was June time one year. I remember obviously it must have been their season for apricots, so slightly ahead of us, but just this abundance, like trestle tables and whole trestle with just apricots. And I bought some and did sort of it's a riff on a Rick Stein recipe, but it's kind of an apricot galette with ground almonds. It's very simple. And actually, where I was staying, the owners sort of had like the main house, and I was in this jeeped at the corner. And we got chatting, and I ended up giving them half of this apricot galette, and they said how delicious it was.
Oh, that's nice.
Which I thought, well, it was quite good for the entendre.
Exactly.
Because the French always sort of say that British people can't cook, so I thought, well, I'm going to prove them wrong. But it was lovely with some, obviously some northern French creme fraiche.
Oh, I love creme fraiche.
So yeah, it was really good. What about you? Have you got any childhood memories?
What summer fruit? No, I think the one childhood memory I have is if you did pick and you went and self-picked some strawberries. And the thing then with my parents, we would have had those on a plate, or a dish, sorry, but you would have had sugar, a little spoonful of sugar, and then cream. That's how you sort of dipped it, like that. Which is nowadays I don't want the sugar,
and
I don't particularly want the cream.
Really need it.
That's how you were sort of brought up. It was always strawberries and cream like that. I know, it's very sweet.
But we have had a summer. Well, it is a summer of sport, isn't it? So, in terms of obviously Wimbledon is strawberries and cream,
and we've got the football, the World Cup.
So obviously, but also I think because of the heat, I feel like I'm eating and cooking differently, which I probably should do every summer. But I feel like in terms of the sort of food I'm eating, I'm trying not to use my oven as often as I normally would.
And it is funny, isn't it? Because we talk about summer barbecues, but actually, if it's really, really hot, we are talking like 30 plus degrees
you want to do is stand
over a barbecue.
Yeah.
I take my hat off to people who work in kitchens and are doing even, having to do barbecues over coals and stuff. I mean, just hideous, I should think.
I guess but the nice thing is we can do these things outdoors. So a lot of the bits I've seen, obviously, people watching Wimbledon outside on big screens, and obviously the same for the World Cup, also having people round and doing all that kind of thing is quite nice. Because normally, obviously, well, not normally, but inherently, the British weather is against us. We can't go outside.
Exactly.
Or it'll be drizzling
And of course, locally, we get cowdray, don't we? Yeah. Or I should say polo.
Yeah.
That's not just locally, but we get cowdray, which is a fantastic place to go and watch. If you've never watched polo, it's just fantastic. But to take a picnic, sit against the car or in a little chair,
make sure
bother to take a chair, a bit of shade.
But it's one of those things where I think, because obviously it's not played everywhere, but it's actually a really, bizarrely, I think, very accessible thing to go and do. You just literally drive your car in, and it doesn't matter what you take or what car you're in or anything. You just park up, and no one. Like last time I went, there was sort of a couple of ladies sat on their own. There was families. There were couples. It wasn't. I think because it seems elitist because of the sort of sport it is and where it's come from.
Yeah.
But actually, going to view it is less elitist than paying thousands of dollars for a football ticket this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's actually really good value.
Charlie, to go and see F1.
Yeah.
But they're all elitist sport. Can I just say this now? They are becoming all elitist.
No, I know.
Sports.
Well, yes.
And a lot of it's elitist because as you say, ticket prices, but also because it's the cost of doing those sports. The money that needs to do racing cars or to look after horses. I think with polo, it's the cost of looking after the horses, but
then you have to go up.
Well looked after.
You have to go up and put your divots back in.
I know.
Half time.
Yeah, it's actually. I think it's quite.
It's good fun.
What's the word? Inclusive, actually.
Yeah, it is.
So you've already been once. We're hoping to go again, aren't we?
Weather holds.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to sort of barbecuing. Obviously, we have done a couple of barbecues.
Yeah.
Earlier in the summer.
We're going to talk about koftas and kebabs. Yeah. Well, I made some koftas tonight.
Yeah.
So. And then doing a bit of research.
You shape them round your
basically
skewers.
Kofta, I've got to get this right now.
Which is kind of, we call a kebab, but it's not.
Kofta comes from the Persian word meaning to pound or to grind. So it's basically, for us, it's mincemeat.
Yeah.
And they sort of started off as would have been like meatballs. And that's why they're so widely used. Whereas kebab means pieces of perhaps marinated meat, but cooked on an open fire.
Right.
And then what they've done is they've combined the two because it was obviously very easy to put things on some sort of, what we're going to call it a kebab, but a stick.
Skewer.
A skewer. Thank you, Charlie. A skewer.
A metal
to put it over the coals because we didn't all have grilled barbecues then. No. It would have been an open fire. And then they, over the years, as it's been sort of evolved, if you like, and people travelled and went to different countries, the kofta type kebab kind of got merged. So you took your meatball, but then you moulded it round your skewer. Which, when we did them the other day, it was jolly hard, wasn't it?
Jolly hard is a good expression.
I'd like to know the trick.
I think it was I think there must be a trick because they did hold, but obviously the weight of the meat when you lifted the skewer up pulls against, so they often were falling off. But they tasted delicious.
Yeah, they did.
And I think one thing, just to go back on that, you were just saying out different countries and things, is obviously that when we've been to sort of Greece, you realise how close you are to places like Turkey.
Yeah.
And obviously that was, East meets West. That's what Turkey was. You had the Asian side and the European side.
Yeah.
And so suddenly you did have this transfer of, obviously, the spice route, which is, we all know about that. but also just different ways of cooking, kebab cooking, and how the meat was, I don't know, used, ground, whatever.
Yeah.
But even all the way up from like India, the way they cook it in those big kind of, well, they're sort of buried under the ground, aren't they? They stick. The way they do like almost the naan breads, but I think they cook meat in them as well.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing that we have that transfer of.
Oh, you start looking it up. When I was looking it up, there's loads of history. You start looking up things like koftas and kebabs, absolutely loads. I mean, we've got shish kebabs, shami kebabs, that's Pakistan, Bangladesh, but we've even got things like let me think. There were Asian ones. Kebabs.
What was the Romanian one called? What did you say it was called? That one, is it?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, Chifteli. And that was ground pork mashed with potatoes.
But we did ground pork.
Yeah, we did. It's not all lamb.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I think, just going back to the word kebab, I think in this country especially, we have like a view of what, if you say a kebab, you think of kind of the greasy, places that are open at 3 a.m. when everyone's jumping out of a nightclub and you go and have a kind of greasy kebab on chips, kind of kebab meat and whatever. Whereas actually when you look into it, there's so much more to that, like you said, the word, but also the sort of food it is. And actually how delicious a kofta style or even the sliced meat style can be on lovely, delicious flatbread.
Oh God, yeah.
Salad and bits in it.
Well, I think what you're thinking about is like the doner kebab, which they say probably originated in Turkey. But to be honest, that's layering the meat, but that's on a vertical. Yeah. And this is the other thing. Rotisserie. Yeah. So you've got a vertical rotisserie, or you've of course got, normally you think horizontally it would be laid out on a fire or a barbecue.
Even in Portugal, they do those kebab that come on the hook, don't they? The hanger.
Oh yes.
And you slide it off yourself. And obviously, when we've been to, I guess again, it's that sort of Turkish influence, but in Greece, which I think would have been sort of Byzantine cooking almost.
Yeah.
Where you've got obviously the souvlaki and gyros. Yeah. And obviously that is a style of kebab. But if you said kebab, I think it's almost the wrong word to use.
And it's interesting because I found this one. I'm not going to pronounce it properly, but it's an Iranian dish called cello. So it's CHELOW. But basically, that's named, the kebab itself, the meat itself, is a side dish to the rice. And that's served with rice. And it's the side, it's cello is the steamed rice. But it's called that kebab because they serve it with that. So things like that, there were all sorts of things, particularly from Turkey, the Caucasus, a lot of lamb, but equally, because don't forget, a lot of countries wouldn't have eaten pork.
No, that's true. Religious reasons.
And I think also I wondered, I didn't look at this, go into this, but I wondered if this whole grinding of the meat would have made it obviously a lot more, not leaner, but easier to eat.
Well, easier to eat, but I think
not so chewy.
Probably also cheaper, because you could have, like if you bought like a steak, it's expensive, whereas probably grounding all different types of, like, but you could grind the whole pig technically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Back in the day.
Yeah.
You don't do that now. But what I'm saying is it's a way of using up maybe other parts of the animal.
Yeah, that's true.
They're a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But I have to say I do love, well, we've had them, but I do love a gyros.
Yeah, and souvlaki, of course, is the Greek side. But then I was looking, because you've got the brochette, which is French and actually West African.
Well, it's probably to do again with colonies, I would think.
Yeah, and brochette actually translates as skewer.
Yeah.
But they quite often add meat and vegetables.
Yep.
So that's slightly different. And then, of course, if you go to the Southeast Asia, you've got things like satay, little skewers on bamboo sticks. And Japan is yakitori.
And also they do prawns, don't they?
Yeah. So anyway, we talked, it was great just to have a go at it. And you're right, it was delicious. I mean, you can add all sorts of different flavours.
Well, I did, I can't remember what I did a few weeks ago, but I think I had some chunks of something left over. And I did make my own pittas.
Oh, yum.
But it's a Nigella one, so you've got olive oil and Greek yogurt in the dough. It's quite easy to do though. But I I had a red onion, or half a red onion. You know when you don't need the whole onion or something?
Yeah.
So I really thinly sliced it. I was as patient as I can be, which is not my forte in terms of chopping, because I get a bit impatient, but tried to do it as thin as possible. And then I used a jam jar and I put white wine vinegar. I think I did put a bit of red wine vinegar in, and a sort of a pinch of salt. I think I put some caraway seeds in, and a tiny bit of sugar. And of course, you shake it in a jam jar, because if you do it in a pot, this is a Relish Lifestyle top tip.
Yeah.
Don't do it in a bowl, because you need so much liquid to cover it. Whereas if you do it in a jam jar, you don't need that much liquid to actually do your marinading or sousing or whatever it is.
No, that's true. Yeah.
But obviously the onions, I love, go almost like a fluorescent pink.
Oh, they do.
And it does look great.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, not that bread and chicken is necessarily beige, but you know what I mean? It's not the brightest of colours. But suddenly you've got this like electric pink, a bit like the candle that's melting in your conservatory currently. It's so hot, the candles are melting, would you believe? But yeah, I mean, I love it. What would you put in your flatbread or with a kebab? What would you put?
Well, I do like something that you've used yogurt. The obvious one is tzatziki, but I do quite like it if you stir in some maybe harissa.
Yeah, a bit spicy. Bit of a kick.
Or you could add, I think when we did our gyros, I did one with lime juice.
Oh yeah, nice.
And a little bit of salt and pepper. So that just stirred in. So actually it was just very
into
citrus.
The yogurt, you mean?
Yeah, into the yogurt. Sumac, nice. Onions, crispy onions, but sumac is lovely and very sort of Turkish, Iranian. Grilled vegetables. I mean, you know me, I love aubergines and...
Well, we did.
Yeah.
We did the barbecue was full of veg.
Well, we did courgette, I think. Aubergine. Did we do any leeks that time?
Didn't we do one of your small marrows?
Yeah, the courgette thing, yeah. I think we did that. Some aubergine.
We've done asparagus, obviously.
We quite often chuck that on the barbecue.
But it brings out a sweetness.
It does.
Grilling. I mean, obviously, what's quite good in how I did it is obviously you get your meat, as we know. You can cook that over the higher temperature and then it can rest. But then you can whack your veg on afterwards and actually almost, because it takes not that long to do and you don't want to overdo it. It's almost better to do the vegetables last.
And also, I think I made a dressing. So you don't think just because they're vegetables, you can't make some sort of...
No, you did like a lemon
dressing. Yeah, I did.
Garlic.
I did. And it was...
Did you put some oregano? Your fresh
oregano? I did use quite a lot of oregano.
We've got a lot.
Oh, and I used sage.
Yeah.
Because we had the sage and the oregano in the garden.
But it's a good... But also what I would say, going back to when it's hot, actually quickly grilling or whatever, a kebab with some flatbread and couscous and salad or whatever doesn't need a lot of heat. So if you're being a bit warm,
no, that's true.
It's kind of cooked.
But we did cook everything, didn't we? We cooked the flatbreads and everything on the barbecue.
But it was, what I'm saying is, if it is warm, it's not. You could do it indoors. It's not too intense.
Yeah. So actually, we didn't make loads of salad.
No, we didn't need it with all the veg.
You just don't need it. No.
So, what if you?
Go on.
I was just going to say, what would you have? What would your tipple be?
Oh, tipple. Well, you've been making quite good margaritas, haven't you?
Well,
martinis. Sorry,
you've been making martini.
You've been making very good martinis.
I think we could call it a relish martini, actually.
Oh, we should.
Because it's not really a true martini. It's obviously only a dash of vermouth, depending on how you want to pronounce that.
You put more vermouth, and you put half normal vermouth with dry, don't you? Extra dry.
Yeah, I do, because I find it too sweet if it's just regular. It's just inherently quite sugary.
Yeah.
But yes, obviously a traditional martini would be literally a drop of vermouth. But this is obviously, I put in sort of a full shot and then the juice of a whole lime.
I know, it's a lime. I love the lime.
With lots of ice.
And actually, with that kind of meal, it works. Because if you've already got lime and citrus have been added to the thing, I think love the whole thing.
I think that's why things like margaritas and caipirinhas are popular in South America, because of the sort of food they eat.
Yeah, that's true.
More street foody type stuff. So you need almost that.
Anyway, I've got a challenge for you, Charlie.
Oh, Lord.
I've bought some tequila.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it's something I've never really drunk before, to be honest.
Right.
Anyway, there's been so much about it. So I've got some tequila and I got some triple sec, because apparently you had that to margarita. and I've got limes. So
crushed ice.
I want you to have a go at making a margarita.
I wouldn't mind.
Try that.
Yeah, I'll have to work out that one. But yeah, I'll be doing that.
Do we have to have salt around the rim of the glass as well?
And a lime.
Oh, yeah, and a lime. I think you put lime juice in it.
Well, that's shots, though, I think. Tequila shots. We're not doing that.
No. I wasn't doing tequila. No.
I don't think I've done a tequila shot since uni.
No, I've never done one.
I had a very bad experience on Sambuca.
I've obviously let it out of lime. No, but I wouldn't mind. Can we try margarita?
Yes, we can.
I thought I'd like to try that.
Oh, God.
So that brings us, Charlie. Look, my God. I mean, I was wondering if we have a chat about,
looking
12 episodes.
I know.
Anything that really, I know.
Well, I do like our taste.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've done some good ones.
Hopefully you find them useful, our listeners. But obviously, one of the ones we did recently was the butter one.
I thought the butter one, and I know this is random, but we did that ketchup one.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing, all the ketchups we did, and how they all tasted different, didn't they? And then you were checking, obviously, the ingredients, how some of them have fewer ingredients, because obviously it's a big thing. And it was the same with the butter, though. Even some butters, which there were one or two that we weren't quite so keen on.
Well, they had
a few added things, whereas the best, well, it was the most expensive butter, but actually it landed up being the one we chose. But anyway,
like we said when we tasted it wasn't the sort of butter you would just throw in a cake.
No.
This is the sort of butter you would serve and say
on your toast or on your bread or something.
Yeah, if you were having a dinner party or something, you'd have that as the kind of butter to spread, not in the actual cooking.
Absolutely.
But there were obviously other butters. I think the Aldi one with the salt crystals in scored well.
Oh, yeah.
And the Sainsbury's one.
Yeah, that's true.
Difference,
yeah,
which has got Maldon sea salt in, which is apparently, according to Taste Atlas on Instagram, Maldon sea salt is the top sea salt in the world. They scored it 4 point something out of 5.
Really?
Yeah, I've just remembered that came back to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to taste salt when you're doing your great taste?
Good. I don't remember it. No, I don't think I've ever had salt.
Because at the moment,
sometimes I ask for salt to help with flavouring, especially if it's meat.
Yeah, it does bring out.
Quite tricky.
Yeah.
But that's actually sorry, I'm going to just quickly say a bit of a shout out for Great Taste, because it literally finished about a week ago.
So we get the results.
Yep, so the results come out on the 28th of July. They put that in your diaries. It's obviously 6 months nearly of tasting, so it started in February and it's just all come to a close. But amazingly, over 15,000 products were tested. Obviously, I didn't test that many. I tested about 50 of them, but that's how many have been done. So 15,038 products.
Wow.
And obviously this is now across the world. And actually, interestingly, and hopefully we'll get to see them when we visit Greece in September, October time. I'd like to try and find some of the suppliers that have got awards.
Oh, yeah, because we found that wonderful Manny olive oil last year.
So we hope we can find some. So yes, so that was just a bit of a shout out there, because that was news in this week that it's all closed and how many we've done.
Well, it makes me, as you know, sometimes you turn up and I say, Charlie, I've just bought these because it had 2 stars or 3 stars or something. I can't help it. I see it now and I think it could be crisps, it could be whatever. And I think, I wonder if something Charlie's tasted.
I've just remembered we had those delicious crisps. The Nina ones, the jalapeno ones, they were crispy corn tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
They had a great taste.
Yeah, they did. And they're in the supermarkets now.
But what I was going to say was flavour profile wise, that's quite, with the lime and everything, it's all quite tequila-y. They'd be nice with Margarita. Yeah. But
jalapeno. Yeah, jalapeno.
Yeah. So I thought it would be quite fun, because it's also, you've got a special day coming up.
Oh no, it's my name day. No, July.
Sure, bon anniversaire.
No, try to forget those.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, so I thought I'd do a quick fire question.
Oh crikey! Right, okay.
Ready.
Yeah, go on then.
So, favourite way to eat eggs?
Soft boiled. They need to be ready.
Okay. Starter or dessert?
Oh, that's easy. I'll go for starter.
Interesting.
Oh, unless.
Here we go.
Can I have extras?
Oh,
unless it is the best millefeuille ever, and very few people, even top chefs, don't do them their way. They sometimes do them in France, yeah.
Or the trad way.
It's not just puff pastry.
Okay. How do you have your steak cooked?
Oh, well, if it's fillet, it will be rare.
Yeah.
If it's a sirloin or a T-bone, medium rare.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite form of potato?
Well, this is quite difficult. I think I'm going to have to go for the roast or the saute, but they've got to be home done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And properly
I think that's
crispy. Because I do like a very good
crispy potato.
Well, I was also going to say I do like a very good creamy
mash.
Yeah, but not this. I don't want
so
runny.
So what's your favorite?
I go for very crispy roast potato.
Homemade roast potato. What's your topping for toast? What would you go to in the morning?
God, this is. Oh, I don't know if I'd eat this in the morning.
Well, go on then, whenever.
But one of my favourites is peanut butter with blackcurrant jam on it.
Specific.
Yeah, it's so wonderful.
What's the one food you couldn't live without?
Well, it's a group of foods, but it's vegetables.
Vegetables. Okay.
So some green vegetables, I don't think I could not. I find it really difficult not to have vegetables.
Favourite wine? You can have a red and a white, or you could have a rosé. I don't mind.
Well, generally, a red that I'd go to, or grape I would go to, is a Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
But I quite like the Americas or the New Worlds. But one of my favourites ever is rosé from Banter, which is down in the south of France.
And we've been lucky to be there.
And it's absolutely delicious. It's got to be a good one.
Yeah.
Banter rosé.
So what is your favourite cookbook, or the one that you couldn't live without?
Well, I was thinking about this because I've got a lot that I really like. But I'm thinking of ones that perhaps well thumbed, used.
Yeah.
And I'm going to choose two, but there are more. And one is the good old Delia Smith Complete.
Yeah.
Or Complete Delia Smith.
Of course.
Yeah. And the other one is Ottolenghi's very first book, his Ottolenghi cookbook.
Oh, okay.
And honest to God, the front cover is ripped and a lot of those pages. I think because of the flavour profiles, he started to do things that were very different.
Quite different from...
Yeah. But there's a lot of other books out there.
What's your favourite kitchen gadget?
Well, again, this is quite difficult. But I'm going to say a zester.
Yeah.
And it's the ones that you drag along, not the ones that you grate on.
No, I know what you mean.
So that you can get actual pieces of lemon or lime zest, and then you can chop it or keep it whole. Do you know, you can use a zester for so many things. I love that.
And what is the one ingredient that's always in your food?
Oh, ingredient. Well, probably butter. But there's always probably a bottle of wine as well.
That's good. That's handy.
Right, so I'm going to do the same for you then,
Charlie. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, come on. You can't get away with this.
I'm not ready. Hold on.
Okay, have a think.
Yeah, no, all right.
All right then. So, favourite way to eat eggs?
Scrambled.
Ooh. With butter. Do you like them overdone or?
No, I like them sort of still.
Properly done. Yeah. Okay, starter or dessert?
Do you know what? I used to be a dessert person, but as I've got older, I think I would go starter.
Oh, that does surprise me. Okay, steak.
Well, same as you probably. I would have medium rare on most steaks, and then if it was fillet, rare. Okay, form of potato. Difficult one.
Yeah, I know.
I do like your saute ones.
You do. You do like those.
Yeah, I think form of potato is a difficult one. I do like a crisp, actually. But
a saute. Okay, so toast. What do you like on your toast?
Well, it sounds in itself sort of congratulating, but I do like my Seville marmalade.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was actually on my list as well.
Or, this is a bit of a random one, but I do like bog.
But with butter?
With butter.
Yeah. One food you couldn't live without?
Bread. Homemade bread.
Yeah.
It's like my bête noire. When that comes out the oven, I have to eat it.
Okay, so what about you for wine?
Well, I don't think it's a secret, but I do like my Riojas.
Oh, yes.
Both white and red. And obviously, I do like the Portuguese wine. So those Douro, those hefty reds from the Douro.
Yeah.
And I think we had some really lovely
Alagento
whites.
We did actually.
Haddade, I think it's called. For those areas, I think their wines are just really scrummy. I mean, I think I do like a Sancerre would be my white. I think if I had,
And we are being very general here because obviously there are certain wines from certain vineyards and areas.
But I think what I like about the Rioja is obviously there's obviously different levels of Rioja.
Yeah, totally.
But it's that vanilla-y oatiness that I think, I don't know, just yummy.
Oh, okay. I can sense one coming on in a minute. And what about your, exactly. What about your cookbook? Or books?
Well, you had several. Well, two. Okay. I mean, it's difficult not to include Delia because
I know.
you think, oh, how do I make pate? Delia will have it. How do I make Delia will have it?
I know.
But I would say more recently, I would say a lot of my recipes have come from Rickstein's Secret France.
Yeah.
The Coco Riesling and the apricot galette I just talked about. I also would give out a shout to Nigella. I think it's her At My Table one, which is kind of mid Nigella, I guess. But I've done her olive oil chocolate mousses so many times. I love those.
Oh, they are delicious.
She does like an oven baked chicken shawarma I've done. But what I like about Nigella is I think, and she's, she calls herself the queen of the tray bake and things like that, but she's very good at getting a lot of flavour out of actually a relatively simple recipe.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
there are so many we could give a shout out to, isn't
and also,
there?
I mean, Delia's prolific. I mean, there's lots of cookbooks, but
she's just extraordinary. Okay, what about your favourite kitchen gadget?
Well, I'm very lucky that I've got the food processor and the freestanding mixer that sort of match, but which I do use a lot, the freestanding mixer, because it's got a dough hook, a whisk, and everything. It's that Bosch one. So, I mean, I do use that probably 2 or 3 times a week.
So that's yours.
But I'm also going to give a shout out to my Bosch hand whisk that we took to Portugal.
Oh, we did!
Because it had every attachment we needed. It had the dough one for the bolo roy.
Oh, yeah.
It had the whisk for the Yorkshire puddings. And it had the blender attachment for the...
Yes.
I think as a gadget, I can't false
And it was mobile. We get it in our case.
Well, Brandon, there is a story to that, which I'll quickly say. But I bought it during lockdown, COVID.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise it was going to arrive with a European plug.
Oh, and that's what I had.
Actually, here I have to have a British attachment for it. But obviously, when we went to Portugal, we didn't
need an attachment.
So there
it was brilliant, yeah. And go on then, lastly, one ingredient that's always in your fridge.
Probably, milk, I would say, or again, butter.
Yeah.
Just because so much you can do with those two things.
I know, exactly. I mean, funnily enough, unless I was cooking with milk, I don't have milk in a lot of things.
No,
so
I
don't. Only for other people. And as I say,
difficult
cooking, but I don't have
but like, I start my day with coffee with a splash of milk in it. So it would be the thing I would probably use the most.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we go.
Thank you for surprising me. But obviously, we want to look ahead.
Yeah, so what are we going to be doing, Charlie? What are we going to
Aren't we doing, I think, is the question.
What are we going to be talking
about? We're very lucky that we're going to be doing our Greek Odyssey 2.0.
Yeah.
And we're obviously, I keep using that word. Stop using that word.
Stop using that word.
We're flying in Thessaloniki again, but we are then heading down to the Pelion region. Near Relish, which is very famous for a lot of honey production is down there, which hopefully is what we'll go and see. And then obviously we are heading on back down to the Peloponnese. Obviously olives will come back, olive oil production, and actually wine. I'd like to see a bit more Peloponnese wine.
We're thinking about even maybe staying on a vineyard.
And various different bits and bobs. So we're very lucky. So that will be coming up. So I did think maybe, and this is an ingredient I do have in my fridge, I know you do, but we could do a Greek yogurt tasting.
Yeah, so we could do that on our first one back. So we're going to take the rest of the summer off, and then we'll probably be back at the end of August, beginning of September with a regroup for our next podcast. I think, I think Greek. I think the Greek yogurt would be great. We've done olive oil, haven't we? We did an olive oil tasting. Maybe we should do some olives.
Yeah. Well, we did a sort of tasting of all the things didn't we do it when we were there? We tried the Mani olives and the Mani olive oil. We bought it there. We did it outside.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, out of interest, we could get different olives.
Well, we could do it when we're in Greece.
We could do it when we're in Greece. Okay, we could do that when we're in Greece.
There'll be lots of things going on.
Yeah.
But we've obviously had some lovely experiences this year, but hopefully next year we'll have even more. And obviously, the food landscape is endlessly evolving.
Yeah, well, I think one of the things we want to do is visit more what we call local producers and like local shops, like farm shops, and see what they've got. I think that ties in really nicely with great taste, because you're tasting things that come from quite often very small independents, not necessarily large, big commercial, companies. And though some of them do, of course, go through the great taste and then become available because they're so good. So I think that would be really, really interesting.
So we'll be doing lots of different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Eating different food, trying new recipes, looking at different cookbooks. I'm sure there'll be lots of other tastings we will do. So obviously that kind of brings us to a wrap. Clackerboard on Series 3, 12 episodes.
That's a wrap.
But as always, it's been obviously an absolute pleasure to share our ramblings, our chat, our gossip, whatever we want to call it.
Oh, if anyone's got any ideas, what they'd like us to talk about or taste, please.
Yeah, or an ingredient or your favourite gadget.
Yeah.
Like that, we'd love to.
Yes, you could answer the 10 questions.
We really do like that. But we do love doing this. Obviously the idea did stem from us having a good old chinwag one evening, and I said, do you think people would find this mildly amusing?
I know.
And we're now Series 3, which is scary. But obviously we're looking forward to Series 4. As we said, we're going to have a little break. We're going to get some inspo and more friendly chat along the way.
And more.
So look, enjoy your summer.
Catch us on Spotify. Charlie, you normally do your
Spotify, where are we?
Apple, on all the platforms.
On all the platforms. Obviously, we're at Relish Lifestyle on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
And
we're .net, aren't we?
And we're on YouTube
for the website.
Yeah. So we will be planning and plotting our next series.
We need to get you cooking a bit more on the old video.
We'll be doing that. So as always,
keep relishing life.